Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just trying to make sure that the volume is up to date and everything, and good to go before we get started. Or something about no, that's not it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so now I got it. So we're good to go. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so we are going to be doing the Cancer and Leo Bones and Charms reading for March for 2024. So everybody is welcome, whether you have your sun, moon, or rising in Cancer and Leo. We're going to be doing both signs separately, and I will be putting timestamps after the live is done for some people who just want Cancer or for some people who just want Leo. All right, so let's go ahead and do our sound bell and get started here for Cancer. All right, and again, I hope everyone is doing well, day or night, whenever you tune in and see this. Okay. So we're going to check in with our spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors to make sure that I am delivering the best messages as clearly as possible to you guys. And yeah, this is a great time to take a couple of deep breaths if you feel guided or anything like that. All right. So this is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, let's see what we have here coming up for you for March 2024. All the readings that I do are timeless, so for some people they may resonate for the March 2024, or it also may resonate for a couple months before, a couple months after, that kind of thing. So it is a general reading meant for multiple people, so only take what may resonate for you, and if it doesn't resonate, always feel free to check out your other placements, for instance, what your sun, moon, and rising are, which you can find out with a free birth chart online. There's lots of different websites that do that. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to shake the bowl, shake the charms. That's the way of shuffling. All right, so it will be loud for a little bit, but just bear with me, and thank you for your patience. All right, guys, let's see here. So spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Cancer, the crab, for March 2024. For March 2024, what is water sign Cancer, the crab need to see, need to know for the highest good and potential? Spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Cancer, the crab, for 2024. March 2024. March 2024 for Cancer. Water sign Cancer, the crab, for March 2024. What does Cancer need to see? What does Cancer need to know for their highest good? Messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer, the crab, for March 2024. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. So before I move the camera off of here and I hold it with my other hand to get more up close in detail, I'm just going to flip over a couple of the charms that I can do so pretty easily so we can see what they are. And then I will also ask Spirit where exactly they want me to start the reading. Okay, just bear with me for a second here. Okay, so just flip 2 more over and then we'll get started, because I don't want to mess with too much of them that are on top of each other. So yeah, all right. So let me just hover here and see where Spirit wants me to start. Okay, so they kind of want me to start like right over here. All right, so I'm going to start here and then kind of go up, and then we'll see as we go through where exactly they want me to go. All right, so I'm going to take a quick photo before we get started, just because I like to do that for all the different zodiac readings here on my channel. And I post it after the live is done, and it'll just be on my Facebook page. So yeah, all right. So let's see here, Cancer, what we have here for you. All right, let's take this off and come around here. All right, let's move this over a little bit. Okay, so again, I hope everyone's doing well whenever you tune in and see this. So yeah, Cancer, let's see what we have going on here for you. So right off the bat, I see here, Cancer, because this is kind of the area that they wanted me to start in. We have both of your raccoon penis bones touching each other, and this one is laying on top of, if you can see, if I turn it to the side there, this is one of the human teeth bones, okay? So when we see that, it can talk about something that you're chewing or digesting or going over. And this whole reading here, Cancer, it could be about you, someone you're dealing with, multiple people you're dealing with, your general environment situation, all right? But there's something that someone is chewing over, digesting here, that relates to a lot of this masculine energy with the raccoon penis bones coming together. So we all have masculine and feminine energies inside of us, right? But it could have something to do with masculine energy as far as manifesting in the 3D physical world. Okay, now on this second raccoon penis bone here, we have the lucky rabbit's foot. Okay, so that's really beautiful to see. So that can be talking about a lot of luck as far as manifesting something in the 3D physical world here, Cancer, as far as, you know, March goes. But there can also be this leap of faith, okay, that is right around the corner, or maybe already here for you guys, okay, because inside this part of the raccoon penis bone, we do have the frog, so that's that leap of faith. We also have the symbol for Leo. It can reference a Leo person, Leo season, or Leo somewhere in your unique birth chart, or it can just represent the general aspects of Leo the lion. So we think of courage, passion, creativity, youthful energy, that kind of thing. So a lot of fire energy here. All right, now remember how I said on this side we had the human teeth bone holding up the first raccoon penis bone? Well, then on this side we have another human teeth bone here as well. Okay, so it's again talking about something that someone or some energy is chewing over or digesting something here. All right, now on top it could be, you know, chewing over or digesting how we feel constriction and how we might feel more freedom or more breath. So this is the snake vertebrae, keep doing that. It's not the vertebrae, it is the rib bone. Okay, so this is the snake rib bone. So we think of our ribs as humans, that is that feeling of constriction or the feeling of breathing. Okay, so it's like asking ourselves here, or someone else with a multiple people general environment situation, how can we find freedom, you know, when we feel constricted, or how can we breathe more? So it goes this snake rib bone goes from this human teeth bone all the way over here, and it's actually touching what we have is the this is the coffin, okay, and the coffin is touching the broom, which is touching the star, which is touching the mermaid, okay. So it looks like here, Cancer, that there could be some type of spiritual cleansing or clearing that needs to be done, or has already started, or is going to soon, that can talk about clearing away stuff from the spiritual realm, you know, on the other side. So it could be passed on loved ones, friends, it could be ancestors, spirit guides, angels, etc. But there's some kind of spiritual cleansing here that can bring you more of that sense of freedom if you're feeling constricted. And when you do that, or when they do that, or when the energy seems to start to do that, it can bring you more happiness and feeling like that you can focus more on your North Star, okay, and bring you something that you really have been longing for here with the mermaid. Now on the other side, really close, it's not touching the star or the broom or the coffin of the mermaid, but it is touching the end of the raccoon penis bone. So again, manifesting all this masculine energy in the 3D physical world is going to bring more of a sense of safety here for you, Cancer, during the month of March. Now this could be also really close to the sense of safety when it comes in, can be really close to like you know, some kind of cycle here with the rope really close. So it could be some type of ending, new beginning. It could be the changes of the seasons, right? But it is like really kind of this cyclical kind of energy, and I don't see it as a bad thing by any means here, okay? Now on the other side over here, Cancer, of that snake rib bone, here we have one of the raccoon penis bones, we've got the bat, and we've got the bee, okay? So again, a lot of masculine energy showing up here. Bats are symbols of good luck, but they're also known for their echolocation, how they communicate vibrations with each other in the caves, right? And then on the other side of that, with the bumblebee, this can represent our innate individual power, individuality, how we serve a leader or a team like the queen bee, how we can have our individual innate power being felt when we're not serving the queen bee, right? But I see again this here, Cancer, is like a lot of excuse me, let me turn that down, a lot of good luck, and you know, just maybe tapping into more of this kind of personal power as far as that you know, masculine energy showing up in the 3D kind of physical world here, okay? Now going back this way, because again, we kind of started your reading here, Cancer. It kind of wants me to go up and over. All right, the energy does. So really close, and it is actually touching. I wasn't sure if it was at first, but now that I see with the camera on the other side, I can see it better here. So this chair, okay, is touching the first raccoon penis bone, and then it's leading over to the turkey wishbone. So there could be something happening here, Cancer, in March or beyond, or maybe even a little bit before, right? Depends on everybody, since it is a general reading meant for multiple people. But there could have something to do with the home, wishes for the home, or in the home, or wishing for a home, okay, that is connected to, again, this like really masculine 3D energy that's manifesting, okay, and that's like big on your mind or someone's mind, or the general environment situation here, okay? So again, that feels really nice. I don't see anything, and that makes sense too if we look at the chair on the side, and if you can see it, it's actual chair, right? A little cute baby chair as far as the charms go. But if we go back to the safety pin over here, right, if we have a nice home and good environment, that's going to make us feel even more safe. So that definitely kind of makes sense there. Now, if we go over here, Cancer, let me just kind of fix my camera there. This is where we have the cranium, okay? So this is the head, the skull, the cranium, and it can tell us sometimes in a reading what someone is thinking about, or where their head is at, or where your head is at, etc. And really beautifully, we have underneath the cranium here, underneath the skull, is the butterfly. So thinking a lot about transformation, about change here, Cancer, and that's a beautiful symbol like in itself, right, for springtime. Of course, some people may be in different parts of the world, and it may not necessarily be spring, and it's not spring here yet in the US, but it was really nice today where I'm at, so it felt kind of like spring was on its way. But yeah, it kind of just depends. It doesn't necessarily have to be about timing as far as seasons, but it's generally that beautiful metaphor for transformation and for change, okay? So I like that I see that there for you. It's not anything kind of negatively focused on too much in the mind. It's something more beautiful and definitely like more positive, right? Now over here, this is really interesting, Cancer. What we have is we've got the baby here, and it's touching the skeleton hand, which is laying on top of the spider and the spider web, and it's connecting to the apple. So there could be, you know, some kind of child that has passed on, not for everybody, but for some, that, you know, wants to help you with your environment here and be some kind of teacher for you. If it's not an actual child that's passed on, it could be generally for most people that your inner child spirit is connected to the spirit world as well, and they support it. Your ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels support this inner child, you know, coming out and kind of maybe becoming more apparent in your environment, as far as the spider and its spider web being really sensitive to what flies into its web or around its web, right? So I'm just going to move this back the way it was. But yeah, it's basically saying here, Cancer, that there could be something here about your inner child teaching you about something to do with your environment, or this youthful type of energy, whether it's a passed on actual child or this youthful energy that is a spirit guide, guardian angel, ancestor coming in and wanting to be a teacher here for you is really beautiful. I feel that, you know, they could have something that they want you to listen to, because we have the seashell over here, okay, lots of nice feminine energy, and we also have another seashell right here. It's a charm symbol for the seashell, but it's kind of laying on its side. Let's see if I can flip it. I just messed up everything, but that's okay. No, I didn't. Okay, so there we've got the other seashell, and then I'm just going to put the bicycle back on top. It was touching this, and that was touching that. Okay, so we didn't mess up too bad. But yeah, you've got two seashells there, really talking about, you know, this kind of feminine energy, or this feminine, youthful spirit guide, guardian angel, ancestor, or actual child that's passed on wants you to listen to something here. It could be, you know, related to a Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. We have the symbol for Capricorn over here. It could be something to do about Capricorn season, Capricorn person, or where you have Capricorn in your chart, or if you have questions about a Capricorn, right? Because what's underneath it here is the question mark, Cancer, right? So if there's questions about some type of Capricorn, it's definitely showing up there. If it's not questions about a Capricorn, or questions about Capricorn season, it could also just be talking about something to do with work, or not giving up on a goal, okay? Now, I really like what I'm seeing over here as well, Cancer, because we've got the lizard here, symbol for healing. Now we have the snake vertebrae here, and it is touching the nutmeg. So there is a lot of support here, whatever your support system is, friends, family, lover, mental health care worker, etc., whatever your support system is, there's a lot of abundance around it. It could be money, but it could also be whatever you want to manifest in your life. Okay, so that's really beautiful. It could be that your support system wants to support you in, again, whatever you want to manifest in your life here. So that's really nice to see. Now there could also be, you've got actually 3 seashells. I didn't even realize this. You've got 1, and then you've got the CHARMS seashell, and then you've got the 3rd seashell here, Cancer. So there could definitely be somebody in the spirit realm or on the other side, your spiritual team, that wants you to listen to something, and it could have something to do with travel or a mode of transportation, right? So we've got the bicycle there for travel or transportation. It could be an actual car or scooter or however you get around, or it could just be something about travel here that maybe it hasn't necessarily like shown up yet, or maybe you have plans for travel, but again, this could have something to do with that Capricorn energy, like, well, when can I travel as far as my work? Or when is it more conducive to travel as far as my goals go with the Capricorn energy here. And it's something that you could be or could have really been manifesting for quite some time here, Cancer, because we have your other raccoon penis bone on the other side there as well. Okay. But I feel that whatever this is that you've been working on and having this, again, with the bat, good luck, again, with the bee, this innate power and individual power and serving a master or goal, but being felt on your own, even if you didn't have a master, it supports this beautiful abundance here with your Buckeye, right? So nutmegs over here, Buckeyes right here in the center of your reading. They both can represent money, or they also can both represent whatever it is that you want to manifest. Now, in particular here, Cancer, I don't know if you can see, I can move it a little bit, but underneath your Buckeye is Libra symbol, the balance scales, justice, right? So it could be that something that you are manifesting or working on or wanting in your life is going to bring a sense of more balance or bring more justice in here. You could see the start of that start to happen during this month before we switch from Pisces to Aries. We have the symbol for Pisces over here, the twin fish. Okay, and it could be that there's a friend here that's going to help you with some kind of idea. We've got the witch underneath and the lightning ball, right? So you can see that there. Now, if we move Pisces twin fish over, we also have this ship anchor, and then we have the excuse me, the feather. Okay, so again, this kind of abundance or balance that wants to show up in your life, or money, big money that wants to show up in your life, you could start seeing it during Pisces season, or with a Pisces person, or where you have Pisces in your chart. Or if it's none of the Pisces things, which totally could be true as well, it could also be just going with the flow more. We see these two fish kind of circling each other. But whatever this is, this Buckeye abundance here for you, Cancer, it could also bring a beautiful sense of security again. Remember you had the safety pin? Well, with the ship anchor, it's even more security and freedom, because you can lift the anchor, you can drop the anchor, and then you've got lots of clearing energy with the feather right next to it as well. So that's really cool to see. Now, this was kind of on top like this here, Cancer. That is the alligator claw reaching for something. Okay, it can be good luck with money or gambling for some, if you're using it more in like a mojo bag or something like this. But since we're using it here, it looks, I use it more for the claw and for like the reaching, right? So I'm just going to move it back over a little bit. So, and then you've got another animal claw here as well. So a lot of striving and reaching for these things. Now this balance, or this Libra energy, or this justice energy that comes in too here, Cancer, it can make you very happy. It can make someone else very happy, multiple people, general environment situation with the sun here. And this could have something to do with either romantic love, or it doesn't have to just be romantic love, but that's the first thing when I see the Cupid. And then we also have the letter charm over here. So there could be some kind of letter message document, either related to romantic love or platonic love or self-love, that kind of brings in more balance as well, or brings in more justice, or just makes it all this other good stuff happening feel even better. Now if we flip this one over, this is another honeybee here that was sitting on top of the Cupid, right? And it was kind of half on top of this ship here that I just kind of messed up a little bit, but we fixed it. Okay, so let me just put this back since we already talked about that. So this, it's like this love, whether it is romantic or platonic here, Cancer, in this letter message document that can bring a lot of extra love and happiness here. It could have something again to do with your divine power that you were born with, your innate power with the honeybee, and how you use your power and how it is being felt. So whether you serve a master or you have no master, or you work with a team or you work by yourself, and whatever it is this might relate to, it's really, beautiful to see that here, Cancer. Now, this honeybee was also touching or laying on top of the ship over here. So again, we have reference to travel. This time it could be travel over water or by water with the actual ship. And the ship is laying on top of the handcuffs. Okay, so it's like this travel, and now this could be astral travel, right? This could be travel in the 5D astral world. It could be physical 3D travel, or something to do with the healing powers of water, if it's not necessarily travel, right? But it has something that's going to bring you a sense of breaking the chains and having more freedom in the near future, and that's really nice to see here for you, Cancer. Okay, so I like that a lot. All right, so let's go back up this way now and see what else we got going on. So over here, and this is so cool, I see like all the kind of coins, and even the this is not a coin per se, but they're all kind of together, and I haven't seen that in a reading in a while, so that's really interesting. But let's see what we first have. So over here we've got Pegasus, okay, the flying horse. We've got the yin yang sitting on top of Pegasus. We've got the crown over here. We've got the scissors. We've got the leaf, and on top of the leaf is the hummingbird, right? So lots of really, interesting things happening over here. And right underneath over here we also have the fork. So then we'll go back out the other way and go over all the other stuff here. But I would say that what this looks like here to me is that there could be a little bit of this irresponsibility kind of energy showing up here for you, Cancer, or for someone else. But you'll hopefully know what it is. But it is connected to somebody possibly in power or a position of power, or if they're not in a position of power, they could have a certain type of confidence or kind of royal energy to them, but it could be that this irresponsibility, whether it's you or someone else, so just a little bit of the energy here throughout the month, it could have something to do with your diet. Okay, so we have the fork here, so this could be spiritual diet. What are we spiritually digesting? It could be physical diet. What are we physically eating? It could be mental diet. What are we mentally focused on or downloading or putting in our mind, right? So I see a little bit of that. And with the scissors here, definitely Spirit wants you to cut that away if there's more of the irresponsibility part as far as those things. But again, it could be somebody else. It could be someone in a position, it could be a boss, a leader, or someone who's got, again, a lot of confidence or authority or power. But it's like, even though you've got that energy there, you also have really good stuff here, really good stuff here, and really good stuff here. So it doesn't feel like super major here, Cancer. With the yin and yang, I love that kind of balanced energy showing up here again, and it's not that far from the actual Libra balance scales, okay, if we move that stuff over again. So it could be that when you feel more flight in your life and more freedom, and whatever that means for you, that's when you're going to definitely feel more balance as well. Now over here, this could be an indication here. I'm just going to move the hummingbird a little bit over so we can see. This could be here, Cancer, like something happening this fall, or if it's not, fall season, it could be a metaphor for when something is cleared away, because it is pretty damn close to the scissors, so it could be more of that clearing away. So if dead leaves fall during fall season, right, or that's how it is here in the US anyway, then you're going to clear, and then that tree has room to make new leaves, right? So when you're clearing maybe this irresponsibility energy away as far as the physical, mental, and spiritual diet, then we can have the hummingbird energy come in. And the hummingbird is not being ashamed of who you are and doing what's right for you, flying backwards even though other people think that's really stupid. You're still the fastest bird and you get the sweetest nectar, right? So it's like letting go of ego and embracing like who we are here. So that's really nice to see as well, Cancer. Now, if there was something that you have been wishing for, throughout the month of March, you've got the yes coin showing up here, which is really beautiful, and then the angel coin is on top of the yes coin. So it's like divine assistance, right, coming in, angelic vibrations and angelic ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels. They're like yes, right? So maybe again, when we let go a little bit of that irresponsibility stuff, as far as the diet, the spiritual, the mental, the physical, then we can have that yes like manifest a little bit more here. So really nice, Cancer. Okay, now when we go over this way a little bit, we also have that elephant there kind of off on its own, and then we've got the fish. Okay, and they're both like pretty close to the yes coin and the angel coin. So I would say here, Cancer, that there could be some type of memory having to do with prosperity, having to do with giving back to others and what it means to give back to others, and having a good reputation that is maybe like a byproduct of whatever this yes is. That's kind of what it feels like here. But yeah, let's go back up here a little bit as well, Cancer. So this felt like it didn't want to be talked about yet until right now. Okay, so we had already talked about the baby here, right? But we've got this cup right over here. We've got the book. We've got the masculine and feminine symbol together, which rarely happens. We've got the strawberry. We've got another animal claw. We've got the dragonfly, and then we have the puzzle piece here. Okay, so it feels like here that there is, your inner child here, Cancer, wants your cup to kind of be right side up, right? So it was reversed. So cups are our emotions. So we all have positive and negative emotions throughout, our lifetime as a human, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel that when it's so separate like that, it's just kind of showing that when we feel our negative emotions, or someone else's, or multiple people, or general environment situation, this can disconnect us from our inner child, number one, and number two, it can disconnect us from knowledge. Okay, so knowledge of self, knowledge of others with the book here, and it can also disconnect us from tapping into where we all have that masculine and feminine energy inside of us. Now, in particular here, Cancer could also be saying that there is some type of finer details that need to be gone over here with the strawberries and the book. The book, it almost feels like taxes or bookkeeping or accountant stuff, or I don't know, it feels very like official. Okay, so some kind of official bookkeeping or record keeping, even if it's online, right? Just that is definitely kind of showing up here as well. But I feel that the more that you can go over those details, those official details, whatever they are, it is going to help you towards your dreams. And it could be like a missing piece of the puzzle that kind of, comes together here throughout March. Okay. Now if we go back down this way, Cancer, we've got some really cool things going on here as well. So we've got this big seashell right here. We have the symbol for water next to it, okay? We've got money bags, we've got Saturn, we've got the mountains, we've got the lock, we've got the cloud, and we've got a key here, okay? So with this beautiful shell right here in the center of this part of the reading, this is some nice feminine energy, and of course again next to the symbol for water. I'm trying to make, there we go. This is, again, water is our emotion. So when we tap into our emotions and we embrace them, whether they're good or bad, right, or someone else does, or multiple people, general environment situation, this is going to help with our creativity as well. And this can help with our abundance, because it's almost like, well, first when you do that, okay, when we embrace the emotions, whether they're good or bad, we embrace our feminine side of ourselves, regardless of our gender, this can lead to more money and abundance. Okay, so that is beautiful. And of course, Cancer, you being a water sign, or depending on where you have Cancer in your birth chart, yeah, it could just be embracing kind of healing energy, whatever that may mean for you. You might think that, oh, I don't have time for that, or oh, that's, considered woo-woo, or this or that, but it actually will bring you more money and abundance, okay? So there's just a message for somebody there. Now over here with Saturn, it's like Saturn wants to come in and make us more responsible, have us more organized, kind of more like a stricter, sterner kind of energy. And with that, it could be saying you need to be stricter with the money in some ways, or with the abundance and whatever it is you want to manifest in your life. Because on the other side, it's like a lot of times we may, I'm just moving it closer for a second so you can see it, we might associate that stricter kind of stern father time energy with challenges. The mountains is a symbol for challenges here. So it wasn't touching, but it was kind of turned this way and very close. So I've been saying for since January or so, or even December, we have a lot of Saturn placements throughout the whole year of 2024 for everybody. So I would say, kind of lean into that and maybe don't see it as a challenge, because if you do see that stricter energy is more of a challenge, then it's going to make you feel more stagnant and locked with the lock here. It's going to make you feel more foggy in your brain maybe, or just harder to find clarity. But with the key after it like that, Cancer, it's almost like, again, if we embrace this Saturn energy, there's going to be some answers, on the other side. That's really how I'm seeing it here. All right, let's see what else we got down here. All right, so really close to the seashell here, we've got the dog ankle bone, we've got another human tooth, we've got the sound bells, we've got the four-leaf clover sitting on top of, look at that, so beautiful, Cancer, the horseshoe. All right, and then we've got the seahorse over here. It looks like it's kissing the doves that are kissing each other, so cute. And then another seahorse here with the ladybug, and then we've got the symbol for Sagittarius, or just a bow and archer, and then we've got the turtle here. So yeah, this can be like, the more that you embrace this healing energy, these emotions, this creativity here, Cancer, it's going to bring more flexibility into your life. And you probably already know that, because you've been listening to people telling you that at some point in time, because we have this flexibility aspect, a supportive flexibility aspect that you've been chewing on or digesting or going over for some time, and you've really been listening to it or wanting to listen to it, or someone again could be assisting you with that, or not assisting per se, but like they're like a good influence or something like this. Okay. But it is again like really supported here, Cancer, because remember, on the other side of the emotions and the creativity, embracing those things and slowing down, you've got the money bags. Well, over here on this side, if you embrace the flexibility and being supporting or supportive, or support that is flexible, something like this, then on the other side you've got good luck twice. Okay. And that's really really nice. Now here with the seahorse, Cancer, the seahorse is my symbol for family, because it always looks like the seahorse is pregnant, right? And so it makes me think of parents or parenting or something. And also seahorses just make me think of babies. I don't know why. Probably because they're on a bunch of baby toys or something. I don't know. But it's like this energy here could have something to do with family. And what is family, right? It could be blood family, it could be your tribe, people you associate with. But there's this beautiful peaceful energy. So the dove symbol is a symbol for peace. Okay. And it's like there could be more peaceful energy within the home or the family, or with parents or friends, whatever your family is. Lots of good luck all around it. And it seems like here, Cancer, that the more that you go slow with your goals, dreams, aspirations for the future, probably the better here, as far as during the month of March, okay, or maybe even a little bit beyond. But this can have something to do with an actual Sagittarius that you should go slow with, or you are just taking your time with, or it could have something to do with an actual Sagittarius season of this year, of last year, or even next year, right? It'll be different for everybody. Or it could have something to do with where you have Sagittarius in your chart, your unique birth chart. And if it's not any of those things, that's okay. It could, again, just be like whatever it is that is your goals, plans, aspirations for the future, whatever your target is, right? It's like pulling back the arrow and then letting it go and hit the target. The little turtle here is just saying, just go slow. You know what I mean? What do they call it? Steady wins the race, right? The slow turtle wins the race. That little kid's story. Okay. But yeah, this is a beautiful reading here, Cancer. If we pull back out and kind of look at everything for a second here again. So I would say, enjoy this time period, and let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, or stuff resonates for you, or anything like that. Always feel free. But yeah, you really only have this one area here that we talked about with the fork and the irresponsibility in either spiritual, mental, or physical diet. That's really the only kind of like stagnant energy or blockage that I really see here throughout your reading. Everything else is looking very nice. Okay. I'm not sure why it's not focusing when I pull back out, but hopefully it will in a few minutes. Okay. Maybe I'm just moving too much. But yeah, thank you guys so much as always for your likes, for your shares, your subscriptions. They're all great free ways to support the channel here on YouTube or on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or wherever you see this video. So I appreciate it. Or even if you just want to send it to someone that you think they may enjoy it, the old-fashioned way, that works too. But yeah, thank you guys. We're going to go ahead and switch over to Leo now. So we're going to put all the charms and bones away and let them kind of marinate with the crystals for a little bit, and then we'll do another sound bell to clear the energy, maybe do some more incense, and then we'll switch over to Leo. So again, I will be putting the timestamps in the description box below and in the comments later after this live is done, for some people who just want Leo or just want Cancer. All right, so let me put this back up here for a little while again, while we kind of shuffle and clear all the energy away. All right, so there we go. Now it's focusing. I think when I move too much, it just doesn't want to focus. All right. But anyway, thank you guys as always for your support and your patience and your energy and your views and all that good stuff. So, all right. And we're going to turn that down. So I usually just have ambient noise on for the dogs and just for myself. And it has commercials because I don't want to pay for the subscription things for music. But anyway, if you hear that periodically, hopefully it's not too loud, but sometimes I just have to turn it down with the commercials and stuff. So it's just kind of some new agey ambient music. I don't even know what it is. All right. Let's put everything in here, guys. Guys and girls and everybody. All right. I'm going to cover that. Let it show here with the crystal a little bit. Yeah, I got some incense right here. I think I'm out of that incense, but that's okay. We'll do a little Palo Santo here. It's another way to clear energy from a previous reading or just in general, from either tarot cards or bones or charms or just in general, right? Some people can't do smoke, so you can use sound vibrations. That's why we're going to use the sound bell. And if you can't do either one of those things, you just use your intention, right? So thoughts are power, and they're powerful. Yeah. All right. Let's get that going a little bit. Good smoke there. It's so nice here today. It's like 60 degrees. Amazing. I had a nice barbecue and went to the beach with the dogs, which was really nice. I needed to do that. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this up here, even though it's not. Well, oh, there we go. That'll work. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to do the sound bell here to, again, tap in with our guides, make sure we're delivering messages as clearly as possible for you guys, and take a couple of deep breaths if you feel guided. It might be a little bit loud for a few moments, but it won't be forever, okay? Oh, this, hold on, looks like it's about to fall. I don't want to do that. Okay. There we go. All right. All right, so this is, it's kind of, there we go. Anyway, it's not gonna be there forever. Okay, here we go. It might be a little bit loud for you, so if it is, you can feel free to turn it down. All right, so here we go. This is gonna be for Leo. That was beautiful. All right. At least I thought it was. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do some shuffling, so to speak, with the bones and the charms here and see what we have for Leo. It may be a little bit loud again, so just bear with me, guys, and thank you for your patience. Okay. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for Leo. Fire sign Leo the Lion on March 2024. What is fire sign Leo the Lion for March 2024? You just need to know for the highest good potential. Messages for fire sign Leo the Lion for March 2024. We need to see you and know the highest good messages for Leo. Messages for Leo Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Leo Alliance for March 2024. What does Leo need to see? What does Leo need to know? Messages for Leo Alliance for March 2024. What do we need to see? What do we need to know? Messages for Leo Alliance for March 2024. Spirit guidance. Messages for March for Leo Alliance for 2024. Leo. Alrighty. Okay, Leo, your thing was so interesting while I was shuffling. I'm flipping some of these over so you can see what they are. Putting them right back where they were. Yeah, your energy was like all right here. It was like Spirit did not let me move any of that while I was shuffling. So really interesting, but we'll get into it. Let me just flip some of these. I'm going to use my pen if I need to. A lot of them are on top of each other, so I won't be able to move most of them. I know what they are, but I like to, for you guys, so you can see them when I take the picture and stuff. Oh, go back. Right there. Okay, yeah, like I said, I don't want to move too much. So I won't. All right. I'll take your picture here, Leo, and we'll get started. Just hold my camera here. Okay. So what I do with the pictures after the reading is done is I post them on my Facebook, and it'll just be under the video in one of the comments, and you can check it out if you want to see it later, that kind of thing. But it's just there. I do it for everybody, or all the signs anyway. All right, so just be patient as I put my hands over and see exactly where Spirit wants me to start. Are you ready? Okay. So they want to start actually where the rabbit's foot is, so we will do that. And then the energy kind of started here, and then it went up. Okay, so after that, we'll see where they want me to go after that. But I'm going to take this off, of course, like I always do, so you can see everything more up close in detail, all that good stuff. All right, let me just get a good hold of everything. Okay, Leo, so they wanted to start with the Lucky's rabbit foot. That's actually where Cancer's kind of started too, which is interesting. And again, the energy is kind of going up this way. That's how they want me to go. So that's what we'll do. But yeah, so rabbit's foot is the symbol for good luck, of course, right? Green, some people will use it for money, but it can just be lots of things. It doesn't have to just be money here, Leo, okay? But it is resting on top of this first raccoon penis bone here that we see curved around. All right, so the raccoon penis bone can be masculine energy, you know, manifesting in the 3D physical world that we live in. It could also be a metaphor for planting seeds for things in the future, right? As we all have masculine and feminine inside of us. But I see it as, you know, that they're, oh man, there's a lot going on here, Leo. I see it more as a clearing here for you starting off, because on the other side you've got the symbol of the clouds, right? I don't know if you can see part of that right there. And then over here you've got a raccoon penis bone, you've got a cup, I can see the cup underneath all this other stuff, and then we got a tooth over there. So don't worry about the tooth right now. Let's focus first on the clouds and that raccoon penis bone being really, the coyote penis bone, the small one, being really close to the big raccoon penis bone. You would think it would be opposite, but it's not. So there's nature for you. But it's like, yes, there needs to be something cleared here because the cloud is touching, this is the snake rib bone. So the snake, when we think of our ribs or human ribs, it can be that constricted feeling, or it can be that we need to breathe more. So because it's touching the cloud here, Leo, that would be stagnant energy or foggy energy, clearing away the clouds, okay? So I feel like a clearing needs to happen, and it could be something to do with some type of repressed emotions, or emotions that are literally buried, because your cup is buried here, and it could have something to do with a man or someone who displays a lot of masculine energy, or again, something to do with masculine energy here. It could also be that these emotions that are covered or buried or repressed are clouding your judgment or someone's judgment about what brings them happiness here with the star on the other side. It could also be clouding the details, okay, because we have the strawberry underneath. And we want to feel, everybody generally wants to feel safe. So the safety pin is like all the way over there. So even though you got all this clearing that needs to happen, remember we started off with your rabbit's foot. So it's like there is good luck, you know, right on the other side of this clearing that kind of needs to happen. And then on the other side of that, there of course is the safety aspect as well. Okay. I have to like even, well, I don't have to stand up. I actually can use the camera better than for me standing over. So, because a lot of stuff is on top of here. We have the symbol for Sagittarius here, right on top of, this is the alligator claw, okay? And it's the Sagittarius symbol is actually pointing to those repressed emotions here, or buried emotions here, Leo. Now, this doesn't have to be your emotions. It could be someone you're dealing with, multiple people, general environment, situation, or just the energy. So don't like be like, wait a minute, you know, take it how it fits and never force a reading. But if it's not anything to do with a Sagittarius, or during Sagittarius season of this year, of last year, next year, or Sagittarius where you have it in your birth chart, it could be something to do with repressed emotions around your goals, plans, and aspirations for the future. Okay, and inside, really interestingly, you can see the end of the fork here coming through the Sagittarius symbol, Leo. So it's like diet, mental, physical. There you can see the fork more a little bit there on the other side of the cloud. So diet, spiritual, mental, or physical diet is really, you know, connected to this, and all of this, if we pull back even more, is it's like the end of the wishbone. The turkey wishbone is here, and then it comes up here, and then the other side we can't even see. So there's all these things, right, that we're wishing for, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like until we take all this stuff off and find those repressed emotions, then it's going to be harder for these things to manifest. Okay, so we're going to do that because again, this is where Spirit wanted you to start your reading, was when I was picking up that energy. So I'm just going to slowly, really gently pick up and move over some of the stuff we just talked about. Now, the alligator claw is for striving. What are we reaching for, right? Oh, okay. So now we can kind of see a little bit better what's going on here. So, oh, I thought your turkey bone was going the other way. Interesting. Okay. Again, not bad or good, just interesting. Okay. So, I was about to call you Cancer. Leo. I just finished Cancer. Leo, this repressed emotions that we were talking about could have something to do with family. So we see the seahorse here is underneath the cup. So what is family? It could be blood family. It could be our tribe, whoever we consider family, friends, etc. But there are some repressed emotions around family or parents or parenting here. What's really beautiful though is on top of that, we do have a ship. Okay, so it could talk about travel or travel over water or near water. Or it could just be the healing powers of water, right? And then on top of that, we've got the nutmegs, which is good for money and abundance. So it's more over top of the seahorse and the family aspect, not necessarily the repressed emotions. I mean, they're all touching and connected, right? But I feel like on the other side of releasing some of those repressed emotions, if you can or someone else can, here, Leo, there can be more money and more abundance. Also, on the other side, there can be this healing that you or someone else or multiple people has really been longing for, because we have the mermaid and we have the lizard. Okay. Now, some of this also here, Leo, could have started during Pisces season, could have started with a Pisces person, or Pisces in your chart, or Pisces in someone else's chart, or Pisces season of this year, last year, next year, or has nothing to do with Pisces, right? But we do have the twin fish that we just kind of moved from right over here. So it can also represent just going with the flow. It can be another aspect of this kind of healing water energy that wants to come in, because you had the ship here, then you had the mermaid over here, then you've got the fish. So it's like kind of all of these kind of water elements coming in too. Now, when we moved the Pisces twin fish, right, we also, I'm just move everything over again. We also had here, Leo, the hummingbird, and its beak is kind of pointing to that nutmeg, the abundance. So nice. So this can be our ego, letting go of ego, or someone else letting go of ego. It can be not caring what other people think and just being who we are, right? So hummingbirds fly backwards. The other birds could think that they're a special ed, or, you know, why are they flying backwards? But in doing so, they're one of the fastest birds. So it's like, again, not caring what other people think, but doing what you're really good at and how you know to do it, okay, if that makes sense. Now, this could be something that, just moving that over, that is going to lead to more abundance, that's going to lead to more money, or whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life. There could be a masculine energy around that can facilitate with that, with the other coyote penis here as well. And this could be something that a masculine or someone who has a lot of masculine energy, because we all do regardless of gender, has been thinking or chewing over or digesting for a long time with the human teeth bone here. Now, I see that if we can add flexibility, this is the dog ankle bone, it's literally written on there from when I was first learning. If there is more flexibility and a clearing kind of grounding energy within the home, or something to do with the home here with the chair, this is going to bring more protection. Okay, and that's really beautiful to see there, Leo, the Norse symbol for protection. Now, the Norse symbol for protection is laying on top of this other raccoon penis bone, and on top of that is that feather. It's touching a whole bunch of other stuff over here that we'll talk about. But if you follow it down, right, this end of the raccoon penis bone here is touching another human teeth bone. So it's like how to plant seeds for the future, how to manifest in the 3D physical world with this masculine energy that can bring more protection as well. Now, I think this is the fish over here. Yeah, it is. I'm just gonna pull it out and kind of leave it there. So the fish is like prosperity, having good reputation, giving back to others, and that is really protected here. So I don't think that that's necessarily like an issue, but the more that we do that, or you do that, or someone else does that here, Leo, then there's going to be more abundance on the other side with the buckeye here. So this can be more money, whatever it is that you want to bring more of into your life. So that's kind of curled around the other raccoon penis bone, and it was sitting right there. Okay, and this is connected again to your wishes. So that end of the raccoon penis bone is touching the tooth, but it's also touching this side of the turkey wishbone. Okay, so it's like something you've been striving for or wishing for a long time. Also with the seashell there, or someone else has been striving for or wishing for a long time. It could have something to also do with happiness, because we have the star here. Okay, it's upside down, but there's the star. This happiness and things that you've been wishing for some time here, Leo, could also be whoa, look at the baby, right? So the baby's looking down. It fell downwards, or was casted downwards when I was casting, and it's right on the lightning bolt. Okay, but it was also like, looked like it was connected to the listening bells. On the other side, we've got the key. So it's like, the more that we listen to our inner child, or listen to this youthful type of energy, it could bring us more ideas and bring us more answers with the key there. So that's really beautiful. Now going back this way, because there's a whole lot like all together, right? Even when I said I was casting your stuff, it kind of all was very, very together, if you want to say, here, Leo, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there is, like, again, in the turkey wishbone here, and hopefully it'll focus again in a second. I think I've just been moving too much. There is, you know, we've got the handcuffs underneath here. We've got a horseshoe and a ladybug on top of the handcuffs. Okay, and then we got the strawberry on the other side. We've got the broom here. So, come on, camera, you can do it. Maybe it'll focus on my hand. There we go. So, hopefully you guys can see that. But I'm trying to stay as still as I can. So yeah, I was saying here you've got the handcuffs, and on top of the handcuffs is the horseshoe and the ladybug. So it's like good luck around a sense of freedom, or what you've been wishing for to bring you freedom here. There's good luck in the details with the strawberry. I can't even move that. I don't want to, because it's going to mess everything else up here. But just trust me, the strawberry is over there. And then we have the broom. So with clearing away the details, or going over the details, I feel it's more clearing them away to bring more freedom, sense of freedom, and good luck. This is going to help you with your transformation here, Leo, with your sense of freedom and safety, with the anchor sitting on top of the butterfly. You also have the rope on top of the butterfly. So it could be some endings and new beginnings here, or just changing of seasons, changing of time. It could have something to do with a masculine. We have the masculine symbol here. Okay. And let me turn that down. We also have, there is, I think that's the symbol for water. So I see the symbol for water. It's on the other side of the masculine symbol. And then we got the book, and they're both kind of on top of the coffin. Okay. I'm just going to see if I can flip it really. Yeah, it is the symbol for water. Now that I moved everything. God damn it. Okay. It's alright. That's why I use my pen too sometimes. Get back over there. Alright, so it was like that. Something like that. There is some type of, let's say, healing energy that could come from the spirit world here, Leo. So it could be passed on loved ones, friends, with the coffin there. It could be spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, but they have some type of spiritual healing knowledge here for you, perhaps that they really want you to listen to, but I feel like it's something that you already know, or you used to know. Okay, so here with the head or the cranium, this can tell us what someone's been thinking about, or where their head is literally at, right? And really nicely here, Leo, it's right next to the seashell, and on one side, on the other side, we got Cupid. So starting with the seashell, this is divine feminine energy, right? If we move that underneath, we've got the honeybee, and we've got the elephant, and then there you are, Leo the lion, okay? Or depending on where you have Leo in your chart. So it's like you already know this emotional healing, emotional knowledge from the spirit world. You already know it in some sense. And it has something to do with your innate power and individuality. It has something to do with your strength, your creativity, your passion, and there's memories of that. And there's like memories that are also part of your answers, right? So if we talked about before, your baby, your inner child, your youthful energy being on one side, having these new ideas come in, and then on the other side you've got the answers, and on the other side you've got the elephant. So it's like they kind of feel like the energy goes back and forth, which totally, makes sense. Okay. Now let me put this shell back where it was here. If we pull out a little bit here, Leo, and there we go, focus again. I would say because of the way that your charms and bones came out this time, I would say really need to slow down this month, especially with your turtle all the way out here. Okay, and if we put this back where this was earlier, it was like that in the beginning. But because it was like, your stuff was like jumping out, but it wasn't jumping like super far or spread out. And it's not necessarily bad, it just feels like there's a whole lot of stuff going on. And so slowing down is like this message that I felt in the energy, and then I also see over here in general with your turtle all the way out here. All right, well, let's go back in to where we were. So yeah, we talked about the seashell on one side of the head. Now on the other side here, Leo, we've got the Cupid symbol. So it can be talking about romantic love, but it doesn't just have to be romantic love. It can be platonic love or self-love or all the above, right? But it's also kind of pointing upwards this way, and it's kind of pointing in the direction of Pegasus and the question mark, right? So there could be some type of love energy, again, whatever it is, romantic, platonic, or self-love, that is pulling into question, like, where do I find my freedom? How do I feel more free, or how does somebody feel more free? How does that relate to my individual power and individuality with the honeybee here, but also how does that relate to my challenges? So if I feel challenged in some type of love relationship or with love in general, how can I or they or the parties or the energy in general, if it's not a person, how can I have like a sense of freedom along with that, if that makes sense? Or how do I have freedom to have questions, right? Some people don't even necessarily want to question or know how to question things because they're scared of that, or they've been told that they can't do that, or they think, that questions are too challenging, okay? It could be questions about love or relationship or self-love or platonic love, or it could be just questions about nothing to do with love, but maybe more self-love with the honeybee there, innate power and individuality and how our innate power is being felt, okay? I do see over here as well, Leo, that with this is really cool. I haven't seen this in a while either. You've got, well, cool and not cool, I guess. But you've got your letter message document, your letter charm here, sitting on top of the lock, okay? And then you've got the skeleton claw, or hand, skeleton hand. And then over here you have your angel coin. So it's almost like, I think it goes back to what we said before here, Leo, with those repressed emotions, whether it's you or someone else here, multiple people, general environment, situation around family, then perhaps your spiritual team, your ancestors, your angels, passed on loved ones, they could have a message for you, but it could feel locked or it could feel stagnant until like that other stuff is kind of worked out. So I'm also going to put this back together the best way I know how, the way it was originally, but that's going to be kind of hard to do just because, yeah, this was like pointing downwards, and then this was like going through it. I don't know. Anyway, but let's keep going. So here we see Leo next to the Cupid. We've got some animal claws here right next to the frog. Okay, I don't know if you can see that little froggy there. There we go. So it's like you could be throughout the month, or someone else, etc., could be really striving for some type of leap of faith, or listening for somewhere where you can prove a leap of faith on your side or someone else's side, or etc., because it's touching the seashell as well, and that's the listening seashell. Okay, I mean most of them are, but especially that one. If it was bigger, we put it up to our ear, we'd hear the ocean, right? Now this leap of faith could have something to do with your environment, and it could be something that needs to be cut or cleared away. Okay, so we've got the scissors on top. I'm just going to move some of the stuff over, and all that over too. Those are just the cards. Okay, and then we have the leaf. Oh, stay down. Okay, so this leap of faith that you're listening to or listening for, or someone is, again, has something to do with the environment because of the spider and the spider web. It could have something to do with a friend in your environment that either needs to be cut away, cut around, something cut. It feels more like cut away because it's with the leaf, so clearing dead leaves in the fall. It could have something to do with this actual fall season coming up, depending on where you are in the world, or fall season this year, or last year, next year, or just the metaphor of clearing away kind of the dead leaves, right, to make room for new leaves to come in. It's weird, when I took the scissors out, the symbol, the witch symbol here, that's my symbol for friend, it didn't feel like necessarily cut the witch out completely, but it felt like cut around. So it almost feels like you, in doing this leap of faith, you're almost wanting to protect a friend, or a friend is wanting to protect you, Leo. But it didn't feel like cut the friend out. It's going to be different for everybody, again, general reading, but it felt like more like cut her away to the side a little bit. Okay, so that's what I was hearing. Take it as you will. Now underneath, if we move this over a little bit, underneath the spider web, we've got the 4-leaf clover. We got money bags over here that was touching all of that, was touching that. We've got the female symbol here. We've got the apple. We've got the puzzle piece. We've got the bat underneath. Okay, interesting. So when we fix our environment, or we cut away this friend, if it's completely cut away or just temporarily, or put the friend in the box, or I don't know, it's going to bring more balance here, Leo. It's going to bring more luck. Okay, so we have the yin yang over here, and then we got the 4-leaf clover underneath. It definitely feels like a female friend, okay, or someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be female gender, but they have a lot of feminine energy. But this is teaching you about vibrations, about what it means to have good luck. Okay, so sometimes the apple is an actual teacher or mentor, spiritual guide, but here it feels more like a lesson for you. So if I just show you, I picked up the puzzle piece and moved it over. It was sitting on top of the bat. Okay, vibrations are in the spider web and with the bat. Okay, so the bats have echolocation in the cave. They're blind. They just do listening and talking. Communicating. So there's something around communication here, though. Like once this lesson is learned or started to happen, there's going to be more good luck in your environment with communications, could possibly bring more money here for you as well, Leo. So that's really nice. But yeah, it's going to feel, putting this back over here, it's going to feel like you know, a breath of fresh air. I'm putting everything back the way it was. So the scissors go back on top, and the leaf goes back on top of the spider web. All right. Sometimes the last thing I'll end with here, well, not the very last, but one of the last things I'll end here with is sometimes rejection is God's protection, even though it sounds really corny here, Leo, because we have the horseshoe right next to the no coin showing up here. Okay. So sometimes a no from a job, a relationship, whatever it is, we think it's like so horrible, but it's actually good luck. Or maybe it's not even anyone saying no to you. Maybe you're saying no to them. And that's good luck because it is near that friend thing that we were talking about. All right. So it's going to be different for everybody. Well, hopefully that part so far in general makes sense. All right. So the last thing that I see here, if we move this human teeth bone over, we've got the crown symbol here, and then we've got upside down bicycle over here, Leo. So you could, throughout the month, or someone else, etc., general environment situation, energy, could be really thinking about what it means to turn that down, level up here. Could be really thinking about what it means to have a position of authority or have more confidence in general. Okay. Taking on more responsibility here, and however that makes sense for you. That's something that you be thinking a lot about, or you may have already been, but it's still showing up here. Okay. I forgot about this here too. I'm just flipping it. And there's the peace doves. Okay, so let me pull them out. Come here. So your doves here, Leo, the peace doves. Okay, just flip it for a second, so you can see it. It was hiding kind of underneath that other raccoon penis bone like that, but it was flipped over. So, and it was touching this animal claw and this other seashell. There could be something that you need to listen to, or you're going to listen to, or someone is going to listen to, and you've been striving, or they've been striving, general environment situation, that wants to bring about this beautiful, peaceful energy that is connected to your abundance, your money, whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life. And it could also be connected to travel or transportation, or your mode of transportation. So let's say in the past here, Leo, your commute, your daily commute or whatever, was not peaceful at all, right? It's like, no, we want to bring this peaceful energy and this abundance and good luck into your commute. Or if you need to fix your bike, your car, your scooter, whatever, or you want your walks to be more peaceful, or whatever it is, it can happen. You just got to keep focusing on clearing, again with the feather here on top of the raccoon penis bone. Just keep clearing, and that peaceful energy will come because it's right underneath. Okay, so that is what I have for you, dear Leo. Let's just pull back here. But yeah, thank you guys as always for your views, for your energy, for your likes and subscriptions, and your sharing with friends and family, whatever you feel guided to do. They're all free ways to support my channel here, whether you see this on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, all the things. But yeah, that is your reading, dear Leo. Enjoy this time period. You still had a beautiful reading. Again, just slow down throughout the month with the turtle over here. Slow down more than normal. Okay. Leo, you being a fire sign, and my sun sign is Sagittarius, which is fire, and I have a lot of Sagittarius and fire throughout my chart. I totally get it. I don't like to slow down either, but I think it will be beneficial to slow down, to go over all the stuff we just talked about. All right. But yeah, always feel free to let me know in the comments if you feel guided, or if you have any questions or anything like that. Also always open for personal readings. You can find all my info in the description box below, or wherever, depending on where you see this video. All right, guys, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then we will be back with Virgo and Libra in a little bit. All right, see you guys later. I'm like trying to wave this way. See you guys in a little bit. All right, bye.